So what we have here is a Warriors of Chaos campaign. We've got Valkia. I'm gonna just do a little opening here. So Warriors of Chaos are another faction in a way like the Wood Elves. They really only care about these things, these dark fortresses. This is where all their power and money come from. As a result, the buildings inside are quite powerful, but they're also really pretty expensive. Any other settlement that they take has minor benefits, but you definitely want to look for little settlements that have resources in them because they can boost your troops. So this is a typical 2-fight opening. We're going to get together, we're going to fight her, and when that's done we're going to fight here. Now the interesting thing is here,
Valkia the Bloody.
We can recruit instantly in the same way that the vampires do, with what they call Warband Recruitment. So we can recruit both of these right now. Normally I wouldn't recruit hounds. I don't find that very useful, but we're going to need them at the beginning. We got enough money, so let's grab those.
Weakness is not an option.
And then we've got these Marauders of Corn. If you look at this guy here,
Snow will never be
and then you
a
can
barrier
see
to
here
the
that they
war.
have more armor, but a little less melee defense. They're also shielded, and they have frenzy, spell resistance, and then this here, this Mark of Corn. Okay, so that literally is the reason why they have those 3 stat adjustments. This guy here costs 94. These cost 100. And what do? You turn these guys into these guys down here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go instantly upgrade this guy into a Corn
Blood
Marauder.
so easily stains the snow.
There we go. Because then these guys can become these units. These are the best ones, like the Chaos Warriors. And then they can become Chosen, which are excellent. However, if you want to get the best unit infantry there is, the Aspiring Champions, you have to keep the guy in the Undivided. Okay. The cost to upgrade everybody depends on this. See, there's a benefit there. Corn units replenish faster. They got cheaper upkeep, cheaper recruitment, and upgrading. It's all good. Now we're going to start researching. We can start here, but I'm going to start here. All Marauders. Okay, this is for all Marauders. Okay.
The Skull Throne will benefit.
Let's get into this fight. We're basically nothing but melee. That's all day long. Although we are going to get a sorcerer at some point. This guy's not. He's an exalted hero. And they can do this. What about with 2 Chaos Knights? That's not likely to happen. That's probably going to happen. That could happen. But we're probably not going to use him as an assassin. And then when he gets to rank 5, he can go through here and become totally Corn. Okay. Oh, what was this? Okay, so he's got a little extra benefit here. So, costs him half as much to devote himself to Corn. And his regular attribute, physical resistance, good. And then if we look at her,
Reforged for murder.
She's got the Gaze of Corn passive. Okay, base weapon damage, armor piercing damage, leadership for everybody within 35 meters of here. It's not a very big area. And then campaign movement. So after the enemy retreats, you've got a better chance of catching up to him, which is great. And then faction-wise, bloodletting. I'm not sure how that works. Campaign movement range plus 15% after 1 year battle. So again, she moves very fast. And then the souls gained from sacrifice plus 50%. That's one of your after battle rewards. And vassals get frenzy, and they can spread Corn corruption. And the more Corn corruption. Oh, here's bloodletting. Okay. So as this Corn authority increases, the cost of upkeep reduces, the cost of buying reduces. It's all great. You just want to fight everybody all the time. So this one gives attrition but enables magic and experience benefits. Typical, typical, typical. We're just gonna go right in.
Behold my wrath!
Okay. So we're a melee faction. They are a melee unit, except these ranged units. We will just approach with our shielded units and Valkia, and then we will get an envelop and then collapse on them. We bought all the units we were able to get. I really not a fan of these, but they're all we have right now. We'll really only want them to hit these guys. There's an awful lot of fighting against Dark Elves, of course, in this campaign. And they're one of the few people that would give us some trouble because they have a lot of armor piercing. We're armored and shielded. Okay. So we want to put our Chaos Warriors in the middle. They're probably super slow, 28. And then the Marauders, they're 35. And we'll use the Marauders to go around the edge. Oops. Does that do it right? Marauders. Yeah. And then she flies. And she's very small. She's hard to hit. He'll lead from the front. And then we'll send these guys around the back. Skull Crushers, in case you weren't aware of who they are. So I want to approach. Stay just out of the range of their archers. Let's get everybody over into here so they'll forget about us after a while. What's going on there? Something. She's a spellcaster. Yeah. Chill wind. Okay. They're gonna constantly reposition. Valkia is very, very good in combat.
Taking action. Incidental. No!
We move really slowly because that's just what we do. They're supposedly cavalry, look, but speed 62. It's horrible. What kind of unit are they sitting on? Okay, let's get a picture of Valkia while we're here, shall we? She's teeny tiny. Oops. Stay still, girl. Okay, and we got a shield in place there too. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get these guys back in here and forgot. Let's go here. There. In case those archers have a really long range on them.
Spreading destruction.
They'll forget that we're here after a little while. We can have virtually no range, but we don't really need it because that's not what we're about. So 35 armor is not great, but they do have a shield. They're basically just marauders with fancy painted armor. And then these are the meat and potatoes. Look at these guys. So look at this. This upgrade that they can have, one upgrade. 75 armor, 15 leadership, slower, melee attack, melee defense, weapon strength, charge bonus, and just better units all over. But marauders are going to form the backbone of the army while we're trying to get the money together. And the experience. You have to have experience to go up to Chaos Warrior. Okay, they've forgotten about these guys. So let's start the approach. As soon as
Valkia the Bloody!
they start firing armor at us, Valkia will go in and hit their leader.
With haste!
It'll probably help. Where's their archery line? It's pretty far away because they're not. She can tank a lot of damage. Okay, looks like they're coming for us.
Glorious slaughter!
Let's get these guys over here. These guys are pretty wussy. We just want to go ahead and engage everybody. We want. You want her. And you as well. Good. See if we can get another charge. We like her head. There we go. Get in there too. Nothing we can do about those spells. And she's gonna have this. Let's give that to these guys. Okay. Get in here. Let's see, where are these guys? Get in there. Take her off. Toggle that. Okay, let's go over here. Hit them into the swords. Let's get the dogs into somebody's rear. Okay, we got her running. Okay, so that's going to be the way we do it mostly. This guy got torn up, but he was fighting a pretty good unit. Okay, everybody off guard mode. Valkia, you kill that. Okay, there we go. Now we'll have a very hard time chasing anybody down with our corn warriors. This is just for a little extra experience, a little extra money. And I always go, hey, after a bit. See if Valkia's got here. Good damage. Oh, these guys got torn up. Okay. Right, now the first move, once you get your first altar, we gotta get the altar next, but it won't have as much, it won't have a leader in it, that's for sure. Still a pretty tough fight though. We may keep him out of it. What's important for these guys right now is to just keep them alive and get them experience, because they have to be some kind of high, level 5 or 7 to come up to this. That's absolutely worth it. And then the level above this, Chosen, those guys are just unreal infantry. Had some in my recent Azazel campaign, and they just tore stuff up. Army replenishment. Let's take the replenishment because of the fight that's coming.
You will serve destruction.
Okay. Casualties captured post-battle. Levels
Valkia
for
the
her
Bloody.
and her friend. So we get the route marcher first. There's a lot of long distance up here.
The Gore Queen.
Don't need that, so we go here. And then once he gets to level 5, we can do this. Okay, so we are
Reforged for
in
murder.
the same area we were in, yeah. So this is one area. This would be another area. You can tell what you can recruit by coming here, and then you look at this number down here.
A victory to savor.
That will tell you how many and what kind of soldiers you can recruit.
Sword Maiden of the Blood God.
Okay, do we want to do the We don't need magic.
A bloodbath comes.
Okay, decisive victory. What do we have? Okay, it's not even built up. So there's no. This easier. There's no leader. There's no corsairs. I think it was. These guys have a range of 125 though, so we've got to be careful about that. You can auto-resolve this, but you're going to have pretty low replenishment for a while up here. Actually, no casualties among my cavalry that time, so we're going to use those to hit these guys, that's for sure. We'll use the cover of these woods to approach, because this is the problem. Alright, so we're going to go, well, this is crappy because we don't want to go uphill. So we're going to go up this way and come at them from the side, because we're not stupid. That guy got torn up. Let's keep a front row.
Okay, goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Bye, love kids. Okay, there's the front row. Let's have a second row there. Cav. And of course, these two. Okay, that's everybody. Let's start. Let's get the cavalry over here.
Look at these pretenders.
And move everybody
All
here up
warriors
this
may
way.
claim noble ideals, but they simply crave the glory of taking life.
She's a riot. And she will kick your ass too. Okay, going to get the cavalry up around here if we can. Maybe the cavalry would be better to come up behind them this way. Anyway, we do not want to come up on the hill, especially if they have archery, so we'll come at them this way. We'll come at them, try and put them down the hill. And we're going to want to rest a little bit every now and then because we're doing all this walking. Whoa, whoa, don't get in range of their archers. Look at their archers on the sides. AI loves to put them there because you know that's where you're going to go to flank up. If we can get back into those trees, we can hide. And they'll forget about us for a bit. Maybe Valkia can threaten them. Oh, you don't want to get shot at. Slow things down a tad. Anybody she can go pick off that guy.
Sate my bloodlust!
While everybody else is getting in position. I mean, she's not going to have any trouble beating up on some archers.
Glorious slaughter!
Okay.
Valkia the Bloody!
Still moving. So this is where in the olden days you would waste the ammo of the archers by flying back and forth.
Making ground! Reap skulls! Seeking the fight!
You don't want to get caught by a bunch of spears.
Rage guides me! Give me glory!
So her stats are all improved into the green because of the frenzy.
With haste! Certain death!
Good. As long as we see that little line go down, get out of there.
Swiftly! Going! To the fight! Making ground!
Later on she's going to be an outrageously... Okay, now they're firing.
With haste! Move out! Cord shows the way!
Do they want to fire at her permanently? No. Okay, so no wasting there. Okay. Let's get our army moving up. It's one of the tougher battles in terms of casualties. See if we can get their eye.
The Gore Queen!
She didn't really do that much damage. They did a good job running away from her, actually. Where's their archery ranged out to? Okay. Yeah, they see us. Oh, we can't go in there. That's not helpful. Oh, crap a lot. Look, tempting. It turns out it's dead end.
The Lord decides.
Valkia the Bloody!
Okay, you think you want to go out there, do you? Okay, let's get these guys advancing forwards. Let's go through the trees. Yeah, that'll get them to turn around.
To the slaughter! No! To the fight!
Ah, there we go. We left one alone at the other end. So remember, these guys have got a nice long range on them.
Valkia the Bloody!
Okay, let's go. Everybody come in. Go there. Okay, let's get this guy up here.
Valkia the Bloody!
Marauders on the move! Marauders of
There we go.
Master, behold!
Let's get these guys down here.
Swiftly!
glorious devastation! For
Valkia
Valkia!
in there.
Reap skulls!
Red torment!
These guys are still facing up there. That's interesting.
Valkia the Bloody!
Get in the rear of them. Get off the guard mode. Chase them down. Okay, let's go. Those are spears. We do not want to hit them. Keep going.
Axfather's Marauders!
Okay. Get her out of there.
Follow the blood!
Come around the rear.
Give me
Good.
glory!
Let's get around the back here.
Will!
Keep after them. While they're running, they're not going to fire at you. Okay, we go in the back. He's defeated, so go sandwich that one. You get out of there. You can do another charge.
Visit distraction!
Okay, so we don't need both of you over here. Let's get all these guys over here. Okay, we got one leaving. That Marauders.
Slaves to darkness!
Okay, let's get a rear charge. There's a rear charge we can do. Yeah? Oh, so they're not fleeing yet, so choose them.
Valkia the Bloody!
Endless
Okay,
evisceration!
just go ahead and rest. Shocking emergency, there we go. Oh, we forgot this. I always forget this. Alright. Everybody get off guard mode and just kill stuff. Go kill stuff. Was him. Kill. Kill, kill. They're the only ones we have that are going to catch anyone. Yeah, there we go. A little extra experience. A little extra money. Okay, so nobody got wiped out, so the experience is the most important thing. We're going to spend a couple of turns with really simple battles. Good leveling up over here. We should hope. Yeah, lost a lot less than them. That's good. Collapsed in on him. Better swiftness. That's really good for her, because she's fast to begin with. Just have to remember to damn well use it. Okay, and here we go. Occupy and vassal.
We are bound in blood!
Okay. Now what that did, you see, since we vassalized, is the Hmong These guys are now our vassal. They will feed us a little money. You're like, well, but they've got this encampment. That encampment is good for them. It's garbage for us. Okay, so we're going to do the standard. You're going to want to do this. And you're going to want to do this. So what other heroes can we get? Really, only sorcerers. Chaos sorcerers are total badasses. They can fight as well as cast spells. So they're really worth getting. Eddie, get one here. So you can't get one until level 2 anyway. And then you're going to want to do that so you can get your sorcerers. You'll get 2. We get 1 already, and this will add 1, so you'll get 2. Plus, look at that. Favor from buildings 30%. It will increase your income 30%. This also increases income from allied or vassal regions adjacent. Right? From all buildings. Anyway, it's good stuff. Now you can also get recruitment from these buildings. I tend to just do money and growth and use the Warband recruitment to get my army going. Okay, so what are we going to do? She's the consort of course. She's going to be a fighter. We're going to get her. Here we go. All non-demonic infantry units. So that's basically everything we have. And then this guy, of course, I'm going to make him a stud. He'll get a horse really soon. No recruitment. Commandment for here. I usually go with... Oh, these are slightly different. This is for here only, so it's kind of pointless. This is for when you're under attack. This is for if you're under attack again. This is the one you're going to want to use most of the time. There's no growth, unfortunately. Oh, that was a little corn symbol. Alright, now we're not going to be friendly with too many people. Among, but they're our vassal. Yeah, we don't want to move camera with them. And then here we go, our gifts of chaos. There are 2 types. There's the undivided ones that everybody who's a warrior of corn will get. And then these are just the corn faction. And you spend this to trigger them, and then you spend it every turn to keep them. So this is a way to get some good units early. These bloodletters. And these flesh hounds, they're expensive though. This is a great one. Where is it? Oh, it must be in the regular. This is pretty good. Income from post-battle loot and from raising settlements. You can raise settlements as a reward because your vassals will run around behind you, ruin dwelling them. So this is actually really good. Cost you 50 of these a turn. I'll probably trigger that in a minute. And here, regular chaos. This guy right here. This you get 2 of those. You can upgrade it later on. I think that's the ability that lets you trash walls and towers. It's great for defense and offense. Now this takes a turn to kick in, so you can leave it off and then trigger it, but it takes 500 every time you change. So I like this one here. Casualty replenishment rate and melee attack from Marauders unit. And then later on there's something in your skill tree, which we're about to get, that adds to that. So I'm going to add that one. And I'm going to add this one. There we go. So my Marauders will get healed quicker.
Sword Maiden of the Blood God.
And we're going to get more loot from battles. We're going to have a couple of battles. We'll probably go fight this one down here. Maybe 1 or 2 more and then wrap up. Okay, but look, we're losing 100 a turn, so we've got to keep an eye on this. With every battle, we're going to get some. Okay, roll it. Maybe I got a little picture of this. It's a cool looking graphic. I like the green, it glows green when it's yours. Purple when it's somebody else's. Now the nearest ones of those are over here. I think Harganeth has one in here, and then Sigvald has one. And then in the bigger sense on the map, they're all along the northern wastes. It's going to go jack with whoever's down there. And again, you have the choice when you take over settlements to gift them to your vassal. Sometimes it's worth more to raise it and then just let him come along and pick it up in your wake. Okay, so like if we take this, we can gift it directly to them. Alright, now we've picked up... Ah, this is my favorite unit. Here it is. My favorite unit. I love Marauder Horsemen. Going to get that. We're going to go ahead and upgrade it. Whoops. Here. So you can see it gets everything more. Gets a little less ammunition. A little less range. Right? But it also gets melee attacks. So once you're done throwing stuff, you can use it to charge into the rear of enemy troops. It's my favorite unit in the whole roster. At least early on. Okay. So we're going to head for Ashrak. This is still going to be our territory. Now, if you go into ambush, it gets pissed at you. Here, let me show you. So let's put her there. See if I can get a good image here.
The cold is unnoticeable in the heat of battle.
Wish I could get a better perspective on that. Can we do that here? No. There's no zoom in. I'm going to get a picture of that. I might use that in the... Oops, wrong button, you idiot. Might use that in the screenshot. Okay. So this area all in here. If we try to go into ambush stance or encampment stance, that's good right there. Look at this ambush stance. You don't like to be in ambush.
Raise the yards.
We're going to lose a lot of movement to do that, so...
With my absolute word.
Just going to head for Ashrak, which we can get there in 2 turns.
A bloodbath comes.
Okay, so we've recruited everything we can. If you look in this area here that we're about to go to, there's a marauder and a warhound in there that we can pick up too. Okay, we have a new one of these. You can tell there's something new because there's an exclamation mark. It's not here. There it is. Okay, you didn't look at it like this. Okay, so remember we're spending 100 a turn for that, so we need to replenish that. But our marauders are getting their health back much quicker. Not really going to be anything we can do in here. You can make a non-aggression with them, but that's going to get you attacked by these guys faster. Plus you want to kick their ass yourself later. Trade, yes.
Enter then! Are you after a drink? In agreement.
Cain!
Yeah, nothing major up here. Yeah, they want peace, ain't getting it. So we want to take the settlement so we can see what happens when you have a minor settlement capture. You can remember also, every turn you have a chance to replenish the warbands. So you check again next turn, we might be able to get another cavalry. I love the cavalry. Did I say that I love the cavalry? Because I love the cavalry. Well, just going to go do his thing. If you get a nice set of vassals like this, they can put some pretty substantial forces on the map. And when you accumulate these loyalty points, you can get them to attack things. Now they take a long time, but they can, because they're AI, recruit massive armies compared to you. Okay, so 2 units. Okay. So now we'll get the marauder. We can get a troll if we want. The thing you've got to watch out for with the trolls is this. It's terrible. If they get in a fight and they start losing, they just run away. See, they'll even tell you. Don't think we need it, so we're not going to get it. What do they have in here? Oh, they got nothing. We don't need it. But I do want to get marauders because I want to get their experience up. And then that'll be Ashrak. We'll get a new set of recruits here. Still the original 2. So let's go ahead and get that marauder. Now what I'm going to try and do is keep those guys as regular marauders. And here I'm going to show you why. They can become aspiring champions eventually. But you can't be aspiring champions here. So we're going to keep these 2. Because likely I'm going to forget and get one of them killed. Okay, let's go do this combat and then
Carnets
we'll
awaken!
probably wrap up. Let's go in here.
Skulls for the Skull Throne!
Okay, let's fight it. I love this because we can approach through here. They only have one ranged unit. All of our units are infantry, so unless they've got somebody who's anti-infantry, none of these guys benefit. We just want to make sure to keep all of our cavalry away from those guys. Shouldn't be too tough. And whichever side of their line their archers are on, we're going to send our archers the other side.
Ex-Father's Marauders! Now is our time!
I usually do this. I have a couple of these guys to become aspiring champions, forget what I'm doing and upgrade them anyway, and then curse myself to the 9 hells. Okay,
Valkia
1,
the Bloody!
2.
All will burn! Takers of skulls!
They are takers of skulls, okay.
Valkia the Bloody!
Alright, so let's get these guys. Let's start. Get those 2 guys in there.
Yes!
This army, let's move it up mostly through the trees.
Incidental!
Get this cavalry out wide, and then these guys we're going to go harass with. Okay, they're bringing their archers over here. That's good.
To the swords!
These guys are, I hate them. We'll probably get rid of them. What's the range on these guys? 125, it's more than us. Okay, let's have everybody come up here. Let's get Valkia in here on their archers. This guy will have a horse really soon. I mean, we way outpower them. Where's our... Yeah, here we go. So these 2. That's spears, yes, yeah, so we want infantry on that. One of them go around. You guys come around. We'll get in behind them. Okay, get up there. Now you come in the rear. Oh yeah, their army is just vastly outpowered here. Okay, get in there. Okay, you guys hit that. Now you guys get some experience. You chase them down. The thing is, we don't really need experience on them because we're not probably going to upgrade them. I don't like using cavalry as a rule. And the upper level cavalry lose their archer ability. We can just fast forward this now. Here we go. Okay, then we can take these guys, turn them into melee, and run into them too. Yeah, I finished them off really quickly. Oops. Okay, there we go. Now you're always going to take a decent amount of losses in melee combat, especially if you're using just plain old marauders. These guys will take a pretty hefty amount of damage from elves because they've got a lot of good armor piercing. We start fighting against creatures that don't. That'll go down. And once you can get these guys to be chosen, I used some chosen. Could not believe how little damage they took. Really armored, really good defenders, very resilient. So we'll talk about what happens when you get a minor settlement like this. Okay, this is just your regular income, right? Souls for winning, so that pays for one of our marks of corn, gifts of corn. So there we go. So raising is how you get a lot more souls, and then money comes from sacking. We don't have the option to gift this to our vassal, so we're going to raise it to get these souls and a little bit of money, and then you can be pretty sure the Hmong will come along and colonize it. Now the only problem is when we raise it, we're going to run the wrong way.
Nothing will live here.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain, but you know, what can you do? You can prep by making sure you're on the proper side of the place when
Valkia
you
the
actually
Bloody.
take the combat. Okay, and we're going to wrap it up there. Come back next time and look at what happens when you have a choice of sorcerer.